Hello everyone, the Spooky Cup, the Ultra Spooky Cup is here! Let's take a look at the team I made. Returning from my Ultra No Holds Barred competition is Marshadow. Marshadow is probably going to show up quite a bit, it being fighting and Ghost is going to be pretty good for the competition because there's going to be a lot of dark types you hit with fighting, and just a lot of other ghost types hit with Ghost. So, figured I need to bring him with. I've also got the Focus Sash in case I come across other Marshadows or another Pokemon that just is too powerful. I can't stop it one hit. I gotta survive that first hit and maybe Sucker Punch it afterwards. I did put Ice Punch on instead of Endeavor because that didn't really work out at all in the last competition. So I think that'll work out a bit more in this one. Here we have from the event that just happened, the shiny Naganadel. Is always modest when you soft reset for it, so you really just soft reset for the IVs. He does have a nice range of moves. It's really just there because it does go fast. It can be knocked out pretty easily too. Again, it's more utility. I do have the Draconium Z on it because I was just, honestly, this is the only one I have that has a Z crystal on it. I just couldn't think of a really good one to have. And, you know, might as well have Draco Meteor be your Z move, the very strong Dragon type, in case there's going to be enough other Dragon types flying around as well. So I figured that'd be a good one to do. I could have done a Poison Z crystal, but I wanted to hit incredibly hard, either for neutral or effective. It's kind of funny because I'm not entirely sure how I wanted to use it, but I wanted to use Naganadel. And yeah, but with Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, and Sludge Blade to go with that, I think we're pretty good on movesets. So I can usually take care of whatever shows up in front of me, granted I'm faster. Now, these next two are ones that I took a good long look at the list of Pokemon that were allowed in the competition. I came across Jellicent and Weezing. These two are big tanks, and these can really cause a lot of problems for teams. I looked at Jellicent and I thought, this walls out Volcarona pretty good. And that's why I wanted something to stop some of these really strong Pokemon that are out there. And it's just meant to sit there a while and stop you from doing anything to it. It is a special defense tank, but has very good defense. And with that Will-O-Wisp I put on it, she's just gonna stop them, and then, with Hex to do pretty good damage. And the Recover, I mean, I'm not going anywhere too fast. And Scald is for nice stab water moves, because there might be some fire to watch out for, not to mention some rocks. And over here we have Weezing. Weezing is a Pokemon I really have never used in Pokemon until now. And just looking at it, it's a tank. I mean, its defense is very high. I probably should put more on the special defense because, kind of like Jellicent, I also have Will-O-Wisp to stop physical attacks. And it being a poison type with Levitate, it's only weak to psychic moves. And there's very few Pokemon that are psychic and get that stab psychic to hit me. Kind of caused some problems for some of those Pokemon. I put on Flamethrower because, well, there might be some steel types that might cause me some problems. Pain Split for sustain, with not to mention the Black Sludge I have on it. It's kind of like leftovers. And Clear Smog. That way, I used to have a stab poison attack. It's not the strongest, but it's to stop them from setting up should they be getting defenses or attacks. It's just these two big balls are just here to stop any of the big problems I might run into. Next, this one is kind of out of left field. The one I wanted to use, which is Electivire, Power Line. He's got the hidden ability Vital Spirit. The only reason I wanted to have this one, I was looking at the whole list, and in case Darkrai shows up, or any of the grass types, or any other Pokemon that want to put me to sleep, they can't. With Vital Spirit, I can't be put to sleep. And has decent defenses, and you might notice here, the silly thing is I don't have electric attack on this electric Pokemon. I didn't see enough reason to have electric based on the Pokemon that are allowed in the competition, but I wanted to have Fire Punch and Ice Punch because I know I'm going to run some grass. I know I'm going to run Flying Dragon, Ground, all kinds of things. I want to have Brick Break, and I want to have Earthquake. So I put Expert Belt on it. It's about 20% more damage with super effective hits, so I'm going to hit something, and I'm going to hit something really hard with that 192 attack. Unless I'm hitting a really big defensive wall, this Pokemon should do just fine. And last, Scary Terry, my Aerodactyl. This is one I thought of first, actually, for the competition, but I couldn't figure out how I wanted to run it. I couldn't use the Focus Sash because I have that Marshadow, because it's a pretty weak Pokemon, but is I think, ties for the fastest Pokemon allowed in this competition. That's just scary enough right there. But I think I want to just play a little fun games with this, because I have Taunt. Get the Pokemon trying to set up my Scholisopod, something that's just trying to get speed boost or set up defenses, I just taunt it. it's essentially useless. Either I force it to switch or I force it to attack. Then I just essentially throw rocks on it. I do have Aerial Ace and Iron Head just to have those nice stab, flying move, and Iron Head because, well, mostly Mimic You, but you never know what else you're going to run into. So this is honestly probably a very interesting team I have here. I do have 2 Ghosts, but I got pretty good stab moves and pretty good diversity. I hope this competition is just actually a lot of fun. I like to see what everyone else brings. Alright, let's get to the competition.